My dear friend, imagine for a moment that you're sitting quietly in a room all by yourself, the kind of quiet where the only sound is your own breathing. And in that stillness, something stirs deep inside you, a gentle whisper that feels like it's coming from far away, yet right next to your heart. That's how this message begins. It's not just words on a page or a voice in the wind. It's a direct line from the heavens, straight to you, delivered in this exact moment because your life is on the edge of something huge. God sees you right where you are, with all the weight you've been carrying, all the questions swirling in your mind, and He's saying, "Child, listen closely. This isn't random. This is for you. You've been through so much, haven't you? Days that stretched into nights where you wondered if anyone up there was even paying attention. You poured out your heart in prayers that felt like they bounced off the ceiling, tears that soaked your pillow as you asked, 'Why me? Why now? Or why not at all?' And in those dark hours, it felt like the promises you'd held onto so tightly had slipped away forever. Maybe you even stopped believing, telling yourself it was time to move on, to let go of that dream that once lit up your whole world. But here's the truth God wants you to grab hold of today. That dream, that hope, that miracle you thought was gone, it's not lost. It was never taken from you. It was just held back, paused in the grand design of things, waiting for the perfect moment when you could truly receive it without it breaking apart. Picture Archangel Michael, that mighty warrior of light, standing right beside you. He's not some distant figure in old stories. He's here, His presence like a warm shield around your shoulders. He's been with you through every step of this long wait, His sword drawn not to fight battles you can see, but to guard the path that's unfolding just out of sight. God has sent Him with a clear message. Tell my child that the miracle they gave up on wasn't denied. It was delayed for reasons they couldn't understand yet. Every single tear you shed, God caught it. Every night you lay awake, feeling forgotten, He was right there, etching your name into the book of those who endure with quiet strength. That season of silence you walked through, where it seemed like heaven had gone quiet, it wasn't abandonment. It was a sacred pause, a time of building something unbreakable in your spirit. You see, delays like this aren't punishments. They're protections. Think about it. How many times did you chase after something that looked right, only to find it led to more hurt? God knew. He saw the wrong turns, the people who weren't meant to stay, the timings that could have wrecked what He had planned. So He held back the blessing, not to tease you or make you suffer, but to keep it safe until the road was clear. That pain you felt, the kind that twisted your heart, it wasn't rejection. It was a gentle nudge, a redirection toward the spot where your good things couldn't be touched or taken. Every letdown, every no that came your way, was secretly steering you closer to the yes that's been waiting all along. But now, beloved, the waiting is ending. The heavens are shifting, aligning in ways you can't yet see, but you'll feel it soon. A quickening in your step, a lightness in your chest. Archangel Michael is urgent in his warning because this breakthrough is so close, hovering just above you like a gift wrapped in light. Yet here's the key part. It needs your yes. The spiritual world doesn't push its way in. It waits for your heart to invite it. God gave you free will, that beautiful freedom to choose, and though He can swing wide the doors of blessing, it's your faith that has to walk through. If doubt creeps in, if fear whispers that it's too late, you might hold it back all over again. Not because God is withholding, but because hesitation builds walls where bridges should be. Don't let that happen. This isn't to scare you, it's to wake you up, to remind you how faithful God has always been. Remember those moments when everything seemed about to crumble? When you were one breath away from giving up, and somehow something unseen held you steady. That was Him. That was Archangel Michael and his host of angels circling around you, turning the tide in ways no human hand could. It wasn't luck or chance. It was divine intervention, a quiet rescue in the storm. And now, the fight isn't out there in the world anymore. It's inside, a tug-of-war between what you believe and what you fear, between letting go and holding on too tight, between your plans and God's perfect ones. You're at a fork in the road right now, and the choice you make in these coming days will ripple out like stones in a still pond, shaping everything ahead. Michael wants you to notice the little signs he's been sending, those repeating numbers that catch your eye, the sudden flicker of light in a dark room, the chills that run down your spine for no reason, the waves of emotion that wash over you out of nowhere. These aren't accidents. They're heaven knocking, saying, "We're here. The air is changing. Pay attention." When they happen, don't brush them off. Pause, breathe deep, and whisper God's name. Say out loud, "Lord, I receive what's mine." In that instant, the angels pick up speed, their wings stirring the winds of change faster than before. You've begged for restoration, cried out for answers to the whys that kept you up at night. Why did it all fall apart? Why did you let it go? But God says clearly, "I didn't let it fall. I let it unfold." You were gripping something small, something that fit your hands but not your destiny, while He was crafting something vast, something that would fill every empty corner of your life. Those people who faded away, the situations that ended, they weren't punishments. They were clearings, making space for what's truly yours. Some were removed because their chapter in your story had closed. Staying would have muddied the miracle, pulled you off course. God loves you too much to let that happen. This message carries both a gentle warning and a rock-solid promise. The warning: don't turn back. Don't peek through those old doors He's sealed shut for your good. Temptation might tug at you, memories might pull like old threads, but reaching back could stall the forward motion. The enemy knows your tender spots, those places where sentiment lingers, and he'll try to draw you into familiar traps. But Michael is there, a firm barrier between you and the pull of the past. When you feel that inner nudge, that conviction in your gut, listen. Turn away and affirm, "I trust your plan, even when it doesn't make sense yet." And the promise? Oh, it's beautiful. That miracle you mourned as gone is very much alive, breathing, waiting in the wings of time for the curtain to rise. It's been journeying through layers of preparation, aligning stars and hearts and moments until everything clicks into place. Right now, even as you read this, the spiritual realms are buzzing with activity around your name. Agreements are being sealed in your favor. Folks are waking in the night with your face in their thoughts, drawn by hands you can't see to step into their role in your story. Locked doors are creaking open, one after another, because heaven has decreed. Now, stop doubting if you deserve it. You've paid in patience, grown through the grind, learned lessons that carved you deeper and stronger. What you see as broken pieces, God sees a masterpiece in progress, more complete than you know. Your kindness in the face of hurt, your forgiveness when anger would have been easier, those are the quiet powers that have unlocked fresh waves of favor. Heaven celebrates the ones who choose grace over grudge, who extend mercy when the world says hold back. I know the tiredness you're carrying, that bone-deep weariness no amount of rest can touch. You've smiled through days when your soul felt hollow, loved through misunderstandings that cut deep, faced judgments from those who couldn't see your full picture. But here's a truth to hold close. When God picks you for something special, the path won't always click for everyone else. They weren't in the room when He breathed your purpose into being, when He sketched out the promises just for you in the quiet dawn of creation. You're wired differently, tuned to a frequency they haven't heard yet. And that one thing you've been lifting up in prayer, a clear sign, a door swinging wide, a whisper of direction, this is it. Your confirmation that the wait ends here. But to step into it, line up your spirit with simple obedience. Don't hold out for everything to feel just right. That day might never dawn. Faith isn't about flawless footing, it's about putting one foot forward, even when your legs shake. Do that small thing God's been prompting. Reach out to that person, pick up the phone, sketch out the first lines of that idea, offer forgiveness to the one who hurt you, loosen your grip on the worry. The second you move, heaven amps it up, turning your whisper of effort into a shout of momentum. You might think too much time has slipped by, that you've missed the boat entirely. But God, He restores lost hours like they're nothing. Windows you thought slammed shut, He crafts new ones, bigger and brighter. Opportunities that vanished, He calls them back, often in ways that leave you shaking your head in wonder. What's yours has a way of looping around, defying the clock, because divine timing laughs at human hurry. That very miracle you filed away as expired is still pulsing with life, queued up in God's holding pattern, eager for your go-ahead. Right this second, Michael hovers near, his gaze fierce with golden purpose. He sees the heaviness in your heart, the chains of old doubts wrapped tight around your trust. He longs to slice them free, to lift the guilt from yesterday's stumbles. None of it can erase what's ahead. Quit replaying the hurts. It's like hitting pause on your playback of joy. You can't cradle new gifts with hands fisted around grudges. Unclench. Breathe out the old. Let grace rush in like a fresh wind. Keep an eye on the next couple of days. They're laced with meaning. You'll catch those subtle nods from above, a ring from a number you haven't seen in ages, a chat that lands just when you need it, a note or a dream or a chance meeting that feels scripted by a higher hand. These aren't flukes. They're the ticking of a heavenly clock, counting down to your shift. When they show up, don't wait. Pour out thanks right then. Gratitude isn't just polite. It's the spark that ignites speed. Each thank you murmur sends ripples outward, hurrying your good things along. And watch your words, too. They're more powerful than you know. They can build life or invite delay, bridge earth to sky or widen the gap. Skip the fear talk that feeds the stall. Lean into declarations of trust. Try this. Speak it now. Let it fill the air. I pick faith over fear. I pick trust over fuss. I pick your timing over my rush. I welcome my waiting miracle. When those words leave your lips, the angels stir. Michael inclines his head in honor, because bold faith always turns heads in the courts above. Recall that time when a door seemed to slam for good, leaving you breathless in the echo? That was God starting the blueprint for a grander entrance. The no you got wasn't about your worth. It was a shield from rushing into the light too soon. The one who left your side. Their story with yours wrapped up. They couldn't carry the weight of your next phase. Quit grieving those scripted goodbyes. You can't turn the page while hugging the burned edges of the last. Let the remnants scatter. From them, God raises renewal, beauty from the bare ground. You fought fights no one else glimpsed, weathered gales that would snap lesser souls. You carried on with poise even as your insides cracked. Every hidden push, every murmured plea, every drop unshed, God tallied them all. Now, the balances tip in your favor. Justice rolls like a river. Michael points out someone you need to loose forgiveness toward, not for their merit, but for your peace. Holding that knot of resentment, it loops back, tangling your forward path. Unbind it, and the flow resumes, blessings cascading free. Don't let sourness sideline what's signed and sealed for you. Release it, dear one, for your own wide-open sky. There's another soul out there, mulling you over even now, one who stumbled you but can't shake your resilience. They might bridge the gap soon, hunting healing or harmony. You'll sense the calm that guides, rule come or release. Either choice, anchor in serenity. You don't owe the world your whys for mending. Support us by sending a super thanks from $20 to $100. Folded hands sparkles. Your support helps Archangel Protection continue creating valuable content. This stretch of your journey is recovery's bloom. Stolen bits return, held back gifts unloose, veiled truths unveil. Reversals will hit fast or stirring. Money eases in from odd corners, chances long gone resprout, wellness rebounds, bonds mend. Stay alert in spirit to spot them. Don't shrug off windfalls as whimsy. They're heavens, I see you. Why this instant? You're primed at last. The hold-up honed your heart, delays drilled wisdom, aches aired out ego. No more glitter chasing. You're magnetized to the genuine. That's trust earned. God knows you'll steward this level with care, not squander. Michael presses. Heed this summons. It's the last nudge pre-bloom. The unseen watches your lean-in. Faith sink your mind, and gears grind glorious. Sidestep it, and stagnation settles. Not spite, but echo of choice. Heaven honors your say-so. So gnawed now, to timing, to mend, to the buried boon revived. You're not overlooked, not lagging, not tardy. You're positioned prime for surge. God's moves mock minutes. They crave your consent. Raise your gaze from the grind, voice. Lord, I'm set. Instant unseen stirs. Your core lightens. That's the cue. Motions afoot. Your destiny detail, angel array, awaits your cue. Michael fronts the file, azure glow ablaze. Go time. Watch alignments lock in the locked-out. Work, loves, wealth, vigor, calm. Scattered shards. They slot seamless. Gales gust, din dulls, trail clears. In the glow, recall your dark dawn carrier. Glory up, humility hug, hubris hazards. Wield winds to uplift. Be another's balm, and boon's balloon. That's increases ironclad. Beloved, caution stem not from ire, but infinite care. Too vast the venture to veer you void. This recalls your reveille to reclaim the cued pledge. Michael's missive? Prep, not panic. Last lag lifts. Your reply routes the landing. Tonight, solo, palm to pulse, parley plain. No polish needed. Raw rings realms. Spill spills, sparks, skeins, peace replies. Sudden soothe, seal set. Forsake, never, lows, looms large, unheard, held harnessed, thrived, threaded intent. Scars, seals of select, soon story sparks. As script scans eyes, spheres scribe your stir. No gnawed off gnawed now. Horn hails, boon beckons. Faith, flux, fear, freeze. Yours yields, but bet, bright pick. Michael's mantle mantles, warmth or tingle. Truth touch, war waged, peace pivot. Inhale deep, heaven air. Hurt heave ho, stride strong. Slot shines, stall, stymie not. Heart hatch, pompan, trust throw. Greater greets gone. Arrival affirms, no nicks, just now fit strong. Loved, chosen, canopied. Divine duo, you, me. Safe stride, sin-free. Trust, talk. Here, heart haven, heaven huddles hush. You've wept, waned, wooed, winked at white flag, deeming doom dealt dream dust. But Michael marches, mantle molten, mouthing, nicks on nicks. Held, not hurled. Heaven honed, harm hid. Hour hallows, heeds hold or. Air altars, auras amass. Appellation airs ethereal. Hush hails shift, still pre-storm, soft pre-surge. God's gale, soft storm. Patience past, plaints plumbed. Prayers, pondered. poise prized, perdition pending, pinch, portal primes, perpetual knot, plumb pure, not partial, primal pulse pure. Michael nears, novenai, nixing night fears, near nudge, gnawed nabs nixed now, but bond begs buy in, bliss bars balk, buzz, rouse, not rue, slumber skip signals, stall self-script, weeks whispers, winks, whims, heart halls hushed, hang hardy, heart holds, hush, hedge, God guards green too green, rain right, root riveted, asked affluence, amore, aid, amend, answer aired, align, anchor, upside earn, upset undoes, faith flick, full funnel, Michael, maintain more, momentous march, mired, masonry melts, held, hurdle haste home, lone laments, litany lent, throne thread, sighs, scribed sacred, solo, smelted, snip, seed sow surprise, heaven hollers, horizon hone, hourglass holy, happenstance, hallowed, heart halt, hope highway or horror hitch, Michael, mind mark might makes, miracle, match make heaven, over, own oust, hence, hail final, not nag, nexus need, nigh nudged, nurture now, mover midmole, Monica magnet, might meld, God, gut glow, God glean, gate gulp finale prefasten, here, herald heat, hush hammer hope halt, nix nix, not naught, nixed, nay, nestled, now need nudge, no, not nix, nurture now, prep, plot, pre-pour, plot, pause, plumb, protect, path, peril-proof, plea, paused, not pelted, people, premature, pilfer, pad, perilous, prop, pause, not pang, present, primed, prayer, penned, not pended, tired, tarry no, trust, trumpet tolls, tambour tingle, tether, trust tug, trim, trust term, twinge, tiptoe, trump, trust thread, delay, divine door keep, doubt, damn door, meant mine, masonry miss, believe, beam break, beam, begs bond, buzz, buy-in, even, eternal echo, every, even, edges eternity. That's the rhythm of this divine conversation, a back and forth between your heart and the heart of heaven, where every question finds an answer, every ache an embrace. You've felt the pull of what could be, the ache of what was, and now the promise of what will be if you lean in. God doesn't rush these moments. He savors them, drawing you closer with each breath. The delays were His way of deepening your roots, so when the bloom comes, it stands tall against any wind. You've learned to discern the real from the rush, the eternal from the fleeting. That's maturity, the quiet strength that says, I'm ready not because I feel invincible, but because I've seen you faithful. As we weave through these truths, let's linger on forgiveness a bit more, because it's the quiet giant in your story. Holding on to hurts is like carrying rocks in your pockets. They weigh you down without you noticing until the climb gets too steep. God sees those rocks, knows their shape and sharpness, and He's inviting you to lay them down. Not because the ones who placed them there deserve a pass, but because you deserve to run free. Imagine your energy, that vital flow of life, looping endlessly around old wounds instead of rushing toward new horizons. Break the loop with words of release. I forgive, not for them, but for the peace that's mine. In that act, Doors that were jammed swing wide, and the river of blessing flows unblocked. And relationships? Oh, they're part of this tapestry too. Some bonds were always meant to be threads in your quilt, warm, enduring, colorful. Others were lessons, quick stitches that held for a season before dissolving. The ones that frayed or snapped, they weren't failures, they were finishes. God removed what would tangle your next weave. Now, as space clears, watch for the new connections, ones that feel like home, that build rather than break. There's someone pondering you even now, their thoughts a mix of regret and respect. If they return, let peace be your guide. If not, let closure be your gift to yourself. You don't need to explain your growth. Live it, and it'll speak volumes. Finances, health, purpose. These areas that once felt like shifting sands are solidifying under divine feet. Sudden inflows, renewed vigor, clarity in chaos. They're coming, not as lottery luck, but as aligned answers. Why trust this? Because the wait wasn't waste. It was workshop. God tested your motives, sharpened your sight, softened your edges. Earlier, the bounty might have bloated you. Now, it'll bless through you. You're not just recipient. You're river, channeling good to the dry places around you. Michael's urgency isn't anger. It's affection, the fierce love of a guardian who's seen you stumble and rise too many times to count. He's witnessed the build-up, the near misses, the faithful flickers that kept the flame alive. Don't douse it now, he urges. One more step, one more yes, and the floodgates fly open. Feel that. The tingle, the warmth, that's his wingtip brush, his sword's gleam cutting through the gloom. The war within. It's winding down as you choose sides. Faith's army outnumbers fear's shadows every time. In these hours, guard your gate. Words, thoughts, actions. Speak as if it's done. My provision is here. My healing flows. My path lights up. Act in the assurance. Walk with the worth of one who's already won. Gratitude grease the wheels. Thanks turns trickle to torrent. And prayer. Make it daily dialogue, not desperate dashes. Spill it all. The mess, the maybes, the mighty hopes. God's ear is ever open, his hand ever extended. As days unfold, mark the markers. That timely text, the dream that dawns clear, the door that drafts open. These are heaven's high fives, confirmations that you're synced. Don't doubt the divine. Dance in it. Storms may still splash, but they're short now, squalls before the sun. Through them, remember, the one who calms seas calms you. Beloved, you're not just surviving, you're stepping into sovereignty. The delays, they were drafts. Now comes the published promise. You've been forged in fire, not to faint, but to flare. Your story's not sidelined, it's spotlighted. Heaven's holding breath for your bold move. And so, as this message wraps its arms around you one last time, let it settle deep. The miracle isn't a maybe. It's moving. Your role. Receive with open everything. Arms, eyes, heart. God whispers final. You've held on, now hold out your hands. I've got the rest. In closing, let these words be your anchor and your wings, grounding you in truth while lifting you to tomorrow. The turning point is here, not as a trial, but as a triumph waiting for your touch. Archangel Michael sheathes his sword in salute, the angels hum a hymn of hallelujahs, and God smiles, saying, "Well done, faithful one. Enter in. Rest in that. Rise to that. The best is not behind. It's breaking through. You're held. You're headed home to harvest. Peace be yours, now and always." If this message stirred your soul, touched your tears, or sparked your spirit, hit that like button to let the light spread. It's a simple yes to sharing hope. Subscribe for more whispers from the heavens, more nudges toward your next yes. You're not alone in this. We're in the wait and the wind together. And remember, with all the love in the universe, God says, "My cherished one, in the quiet of this night or the bustle of your day, know that my love wraps you tighter than any fear could ever grip. You are my masterpiece, mid-miracle, and every beat of your heart echoes my endless yes to you. Rest easy. I've got the dawn."